Hello everyone, this is Greg and welcome to this Minecraft build tutorial. On this episode we're going to create a stylish suburban house. The suburban house is mainly constructed out of birch wood and dark oak wood blocks. Suburban house number 3 has 2 identical front porches, which are great for relaxing on, as well as 2 floors of living space. This house also has 2 large picture windows and a deck off the back of the master bedroom. And then heading on the inside, this house has 2 entrance areas, where shoes can be stored, and there's even a large chest on the inside for large items. Then the house opens up into a living room, and upstairs is an additional lounge area, as well as a master bedroom and a study room. This build is broken down into 9 steps, and without further ado, let's start the build. Also, here's a quick little side note. The base of the suburban house is roughly 19 by 10 blocks wide, and it is 11 blocks tall. These dimensions are helpful if you're building a neighborhood and need to know how close you can build next to another house. Step 1. First, let's create a 19 by 10 block base for the house using birch blocks. Next, we can remove the 4th and 5th block from the left side of the house and replace with birch stairs. Then we can do the same for the right side, removing the 4th and 5th block in and replacing with birch stairs. Step 2. Next, let's construct the first floor walls. Place a birch block on the 4th block in from the right corner of the house. So the total height is now 5 blocks tall. Then we can add in 6 additional columns next to the one we created, which makes the wall 7 blocks wide. Then we can move over to the other corner of the house and move 4 blocks inwards. And then we can make a similar 7 wide wall 4 blocks tall on top of the existing base for a total height of 5 blocks tall. Next, let's make openings for the doors by removing the 4th and 5th block over, as well as the blocks above them. Next, we can do the same for the other side. Then we can wrap around the sides and back of the house, filling the walls up to the same height. Step 3. Next, let's finish the 1st and 2nd floor walls. Start at the center of the house and make a birch wall 4 blocks tall. That starts 1 space over from the walls we constructed previously. We can create another birch wall on the opposite side that also starts 1 space over. Then we can connect the walls in the front at the fourth block up. Next we can make another 4 tall wall above the one we created. And this time we can extend all the way to the back. We can make another 4 tall wall on the other side. And connect at the fourth block up at the front and back of the house. Now let's add birch blocks that extend 2 wide from the right side of the house and connect to the center tower of the house. Then let's add a 1 block row that is set back 1 space. We can carry this to the center of the house as well. Then let's extend the sidewall an additional 2 blocks tall by 5 blocks wide. Now we can repeat this for the other side. We'll make a 2 block overhang, then a 1 block row set back 1 space. Then we can add an additional 2 by 5 extension on the sidewall. Step 4. Next, let's work on the roofs. Starting with the side roofs, attach a dark oak stair to the side of the 2 block overhang, then continue down until the roof line overhangs by 1 block. Then let's continue the stair pattern for an additional 3 more rows. We can do the same for the backside, attaching a dark oak stair tread to the side of the exterior wall and continuing the row until it overhangs by 1 block. Then we can add in 3 additional rows. Then at this point, we can fill in between the centers with dark oak blocks. And then we can add in detail on the side of the roof by placing 2 upside down stairs under the rising roof line, and dark oak blocks in the flat section of the roof. We can repeat this pattern for the other side. To refresh, attach dark oak stairs to the side of the 2 block overhang. And make sure the dark oak stair tread overhangs by 1 block on the end. And then we can continue upwards 3 more rows. Then repeat for the backside, attaching the first row to the side of the exterior back wall. And this can continue up for 3 more rows as well. Then we can fill in the centers with dark oak blocks. Then upside down stairs on the sides and extra dark oak blocks in the center. Then we can move on to the last section of the roof. Start by placing dark oak blocks on the side of the top walls. And continue up 2 more additional rows. Overhang the roof by 1 block past the end of the wall on either side. Then repeat for the other side. Then we can fill in the center with a row of dark oak blocks. And lastly, we can add in detail under the roof with 1 upside down stair on either side, and dark oak blocks in the center on both ends of the house. Step 5. Now let's move on to the back deck. Use birch blocks and extend out 3 blocks from the corner of the house on each side. Then connect and fill in the center with dark oak blocks. Next we can extend dark oak fence posts down. As well as adding in dark oak fence railings around the deck. Step 6. Next was adding fence railings around the front porches, as well as adding oak doors, trapdoors for shutters, flower boxes, and glass window panes. First, let's make dark oak fence columns that extend down from the front roofline and next to the front steps. Then we can wrap around the sides with dark oak fence. Then we can add in oak doors. And then next we can move on to installing the trapdoors on the sides of the windows. Each window opening gets 3 trapdoors on either side. Then we can make the flower boxes by using upside down dark oak stairs. And then we can move on to installing glass stained glass window panes. And then moving on to the back porch, add 3 dark oak blocks, 2 black glass blocks, and a door in the center. You can make the back doorway any way you would like. You can even leave it open if you prefer. Step 7. Next, let's work on the landscaping and driveways. Start at the sides of the stairs where the fence post columns line up, and replace the grass with stone brick blocks. And then we can fill in between the stone brick border with light gray concrete. Then we can add oak leaves for bushes, and I'm going to place them on either side of the stone brick border and wrap them around certain sections of the house. However, you can landscape the way you'd like. For the front, you can also add in dandelions and poppy flowers if you'd like. Step 8. Now let's move on to the inside and make the staircase for the second floor, as well as adding in additional wall blocks and a few other odds and ends. First, let's make the stairs that lead to the second level. Place 2 birch stairs that line up directly with the inner door, and then we can add another row of stairs. Then we can make a 2x2 platform. We can also fill in an extra block on the sidewall. And then continuing on the stairs, we can continue up 2 more stair treads. And then we can finish the floor off by filling in the floor with birch blocks. And then we can make an opening in the center for our door. And we can repeat this process on the other side. Then we can make the master bedroom floors by using birch slabs. Also, we can add in a glass railing for safety on both sides. Step 9. Lastly is the interior, and I'll leave this completely up to you, but however, as always, I'll quickly show you how I did mine. Right inside the house is a chest that is tucked away under the stairway. Then in the center of the house we have a lounge area with a comfy couch, and there are paintings on the wall that act as TVs. There's also a similar entrance area on the other side. And then from there we enter into a study room, which has a computer desk and many lamps for reading. Then we head right away into the master bedroom, which has access to the back deck. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the build or would like to leave some feedback, I would love to hear it. Also, make sure to subscribe because I create building tutorials just like this one every week. I'll catch you in the next one. Later, guys. Previously on Greg Builds, we built a compact survival house. Survival house number 2 is very easy to construct and uses easy to gather materials. This survival house has a resting area, along with 3 full-size chests to store your valuable resources. This house is great for getting started off in a new Minecraft world. Make sure to check this build out. Later, guys.